It's early morning at Mysore Zoo and the beginning of a new day. Mysore Zoo is one of the oldest zoo in India and was established in 1892 by the 23rd Maharaja of Mysore, Sri Chamarajendra Vodiyar. During his time, it occupied just 10 acres of land, but over the years, it has expanded to 157 acres and is now home to 1450 specimens of animals and birds consisting of 168 species belonging to more than 25 countries. It includes wallabies and cassowaries from Australia, hyenas, rhinos, wild dogs and elephants from Asia, giraffes, zebras, cheetahs and hippos from Africa, and tapirs, jaguars, and spectacular birds from South America. This film provides a glimpse of typical events during a day at Mysore Zoo. We will introduce you to some unforgettable characters and even give you a sneak peek behind the scenes. Mysore Zoo is the second most visited place in Mysore after Mysore Palace. All the species of animals live in their natural habitat without any cages or barricades. Mysore Zoo is not just renowned for its diverse animal collection but also for its stately gardens and designed almost a century ago by the eminent German botanist and garden designer Gustav Hermann Krumbigel. These expansive grounds are meticulously maintained to this day. Elegant heritage structures add charm to the gardens, like the bandstand, which was once used to stage musical performances. Another historical landmark is Cool Road or Thandi Sadak, which kept the cane shaded as he rode in and out of his nearby summer palace. Today you can experience both the old world charm of the Maharajas and the excitement of the modern zoo. Set in the heart of Mysore, the zoo, which is one of the city's main attractions and is visited by over 3 million people every year. On weekends and holidays, the zoo takes on a bustling carnival like atmosphere with visitors from everywhere.
For many of them, a day at Mysuru Zoo is their first or closest encounter with the marvels of nature. Among the most popular animals in Mysuru Zoo are the big cats. The glass frontage of Mysuru cheetah and leopard enclosures provides an amazing viewing experience. Leopards may be the most agile predators, but their cousins next door are truly awe-inspiring. This handsome fellow is Prithvi. Like most of our tigers in Mysuru Zoo today, he was born to Manya, a white tigress. Manya herself was born at Mysuru Zoo in 2005 and has produced many cubs over the years. So far, all of them have been normal colored tigers. One fact that you may not have been aware of is that, unlike in the old days, zoos in India are no longer permitted to capture animals from the wild for exhibition. So, to ensure that we always have a variety of animals, we depend on exchange programs with other zoos as well as captive breeding. Animals born and raised in captivity are well adjusted to zoo life and thrive when provided proper care. This includes spacious enclosures enriched with features that simulate natural habitats. Well designed enclosures not only have a static appeal but also creates a sense of comfort and well-being for the animals. This rock in his enclosure is a habitual vantage point for dashing our own Lion King. The ardent mound in their enclosure is the favorite spot for our Indian grey wolves. Most of the wolves in this pack were born and raised in Mysuru Zoo. Here they are just a few weeks old. Their mother Rani did a great job of raising them to adulthood. Across from the wolves are the dholes, which are also known as Asiatic wild dogs.
Elephants have enormous appetite and must be fed throughout the day. We give them a combination of cooked food, fruits, vegetables, and grass. Keeping the animals well fed and healthy is our top priority, and it's quite an exercise. Every day, truckloads of food arrive at the zoo, bringing 300 kilos of meat, 400 kilos of fruits and vegetables, 750 kilos of grains, pulses and gram, and 6,000 kilos of grass and green fodder. Only the freshest and best grade of food is fed to our animals. And all the items are subjected to stringent quality checks. Our kitchen staff prepares the right type of food for each species. Cleaning and disinfecting forms a large part in every keeper's duties. The main gate and entrances to other sensitive sections also have disinfectant mats to minimize the spread of diseases. Preventive medicine is a crucial aspect of animal healthcare routine. Today, a veterinary team is preparing to vaccinate the giraffe against foot and mouth diseases. The syringes are loaded into a special gun and then fired into the animal's rump. One by one, the doctors get them all. All vaccines are injected within seconds after the dart pierces. Animals can also get affected by ticks and fleas. Today, it is the turn of these swamp deers to receive the periodic treatment for ectoparasites. An organic insect repellent is mixed with water and sprayed in the form of fine mist as the animals gather to feed. Despite all these precautions, animals do get sick sometimes and are treated at our Mysuru Zoo hospital.
The dung produced by animals goes to a vermicomposting yard where it is slowly converted to rich natural fertilizer which keeps the plants of Mysuru Zoo lush and lovely. We are immensely proud that what started as a Maharaja's private menagerie has evolved into a vibrant and dynamic public institution.